So, we had to skip an episode. This time it was my fault.
Listen, it happens, man.
I was fucking hit with the vid. The COVID fucking put me
It's still
on
out
my
there.
ass, bro.
Don't be fooled. Still
It
out
is,
there.
yes, and you just can't stand up. It's not fake. You can't, you know they say about jiu-jitsu. It's not real. Just stand up.
Yeah.
It's somewhere between a passing sneeze and a horrific flu.
It is.
Depending
Yes.
on how lucky or unlucky you get.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've,
and-
I've gotten it before, and I've been okay, and I've gotten it before, and I've been fucking useless.
Yeah, and this
Depends
was
on-
definitely the useless side of
Yes.
things. It put me on my ass. Like, I'm not one to take off of work. And I had to take off like 4 days of work.
Oh, yeah,
because
no.
I'm like, nah. I'm like, what I have, nobody in that house wants, especially a 95-year-old
Nah, man,
Yeah.
that's curtains.
Yeah. This shit fucking put me down. But in better news, we're back.
Yep.
That's right.
Right? It's Super Bowl Sunday.
That's right.
It
And
is.
you know, I don't give a shit about either team, but I heard there's a Bad Bunny concert.
I heard there was a Bad Bunny concert.
so
too.
that's something to look forward to.
I am definitely looking
Bad
forward
Bunny
to
and
that.
Buffalo Wings? What the fuck?
What?
Who doesn't-
Benito?
What?
Yo, you know what
Nobody-
they should do?
nobody-
They should run it at the same time as the Puppy Bowl. Just have the Puppy Bowl going on in the background and just make it all inclusive for everybody.
I heard there was like a different halftime show going on.
I
for like-
heard
for
of this,
for
too.
for like nutcases. It's like I heard it was Kid Rock. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, who in the fuck would tune in for a Kid Rock concert? like all political beliefs aside. Who in the fuck is gonna oh no, I gotta change the channel.
He's-
Kid Rock's playing.
He's such a has-been. He's
Nah, bro.
so bad
Nah,
right now.
No way.
Have you seen him at like political rallies where he's trying to like hype up like a
Well, that's what they-
RNC
that's
crowd?
what they- that's
It's
what they kinda do.
Hilarious.
That's what they
bro.
kinda do. They, you
It
know,
is hilarious.
When your career starts to fizzle out, you gotta latch on to something.
yeah,
got-
but like
so-
he's also like rap rocking it to the wrong crowd. Like this is like
When he first came out, it was like no one knew what to expect because he was like a white dude, but he was rapping, but he looked dirty as fuck, and he was
Yep.
his
Technically,
lyrics made no sense.
no sense.
Ba with the ba,
the bang, the bang.
Diddy.
that was the second time he came out.
Yeah.
The first time he came out was on ICP's first album.
Oh, so,
So
he is with
he-
the insane
he
clown
was-
posse.
Did he
all the
ever?
way-
Well, that's all you need to know. Then.
Yeah, all the way back when he first. That's because that.
Actually,
Some people won't put it in the rap category, but yeah. So he was doing the whole rapping thing all the way back when he first came out, before he came out
So-
as Kid Rock.
so ICP, believe it or not, actually helped a lot of people. Then
Yes.
they,
Oh,
yeah.
they helped Kid Rock. They also helped not Immortal Technique, Tech Nine.
Tech
Yeah.
Nine?
They
Yeah.
helped Tech
sure.
Nine when he was starting out. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
I
look,
didn't
they
know
have
that.
a huge cult following.
They do. They're usually not the best people, but listen, it's okay.
No. They show
sure
each
there's
other.
nice ones.
They
I'm
show
sure
each
there's
other
nice
their
juggalos.
buttholes.
Listen.
They show each other their buttholes.
Listen, I don't want the juggalos coming for me. I don't want the fucking juggalos coming for me. That's not. That's
No,
not
no,
a-
no, no. We're
That's
not-
not a group of people I'm trying to be.
We're not
beef with.
anti-juggalo.
No, we're
Juggalos,
not.
we
Except
love you.
juggalos.
So cool.
That's right. Yes.
The bomb.
Keep doing you.
Keep doing you.
Fago soda's delicious. Not disgusting at all.
Not disgusting at all.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
they sell it on every shelf in every major supermarket.
Yes. Not a hard soda to get.
You know, as a matter of fact, they brought it into most major supermarkets because it got popular.
Yeah.
And as fast as it came in, pew, gone.
Because no one was buying it.
Nobody gave a fuck about
It's disgusting.
Fago.
It's fucking disgusting.
Because it was a meme, like basically, and people are like, "Oh, let's buy the meme,"
the
and
only
then
people that drink Fago are juggalos.
It-
And they
it-
drink it through their butthole.
Literally, yes. They butt chug it.
they juggalo through the butthole.
They do that at the festival. They butt chug Fago.
you know, I unfortunately
Not the Ren
you're probably not wrong. If you're at the
Gathering of the Juggalos?
the gathering of juggalos, there probably is somebody there
Butt chugging Fago.
butt chugging Fago.
Yeah.
I would almost guarantee with 100%.
yeah, yeah, it's a rite of passage, as I hear
Yeah.
in the community.
Yeah.
At large.
And they just show each other their butthole. You're not wrong about that.
Chuck some Fago in there.
Yeah. Gotta make sure that butthole's Fago ready. Holy
So
shit.
yeah, I love how we transition from the Super Bowl.
So, yeah,
butt
Kid
chugging
Rock,
Fago.
Juggalos.
Kid Rock. Now, Kid Rock, he's not the first person to do like their own side show during the halftime. That's a pretty standard
The
thing.
Puppy Bowl's always been a thing.
Puppy Bowl's been a thing.
Yeah, but that's
Puppy
something
Bowl I can
that,
get behind.
Was it?
But
in
the
Living-
Puppy Bowl
was it-
wasn't politically controversial.
I
to
could've
do
sworn-
it. Like
I
it
can-
wasn't
I can
brought
see
up
through
that
it.
way.
And Living Color did
I see the undertones.
did a thing during the halftime before, didn't they?
Sure. Sure. I don't know.
The furries.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah, right. Again, they didn't do it under the guise of like, we hate what's going on over here for America.
Yeah.
So let's
No,
form
it was
a
back-
super team
yeah.
of cornbread.
No, it was back when the Super Bowl
has-been
halftime was like
motherfuckers.
absolutely trash, and like there's nothing happening during the halftime
Yeah.
that's worth watching.
At the
Let's
end,
do a
yeah,
thing.
At the end of the day, it's the fucking Super Bowl.
It is.
Whether you like the halftime or don't like the halftime, you got to watch fucking
Right.
halftime.
You're in there for the commercials, the halftime show, and the game, right?
Yeah.
That's always kind of been the culture behind the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And even people like myself who know nothing about football, don't watch the teams,
All
don't
you
give
need to
a
know
fuck.
is big man move ball.
Super Bowl.
That's it,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, all right, yeah,
Commercials.
Yeah.
yeah. In '92 is when they did it, and Living Color did a special halftime
Okay.
sketch and interrupted the Super Bowl halftime.
Sure,
show.
I'm sure
Yes, yeah.
it was a ploy to gain an audience, right? Because that's all that it is. Like if you're trying to deter from the Super Bowl, you're trying to attract something for yourself
it's
as
not
well.
even it's not even that at the time. The Super Bowl halftime show was dog shit forever,
Right.
and then I
When
believe
did Michael perform?
I believe after. So what happened?
Say.
He's at the bar. He's
I
at the bar.
believe
Michael
and,
Jackson.
and Living Color stole so much of their audience that they're like, well, there's big companies paying for our advertisements. If people are turning away on the halftime show, that's a problem. So they stole so many people that they came back with Michael and made the halftime show a spectacle. And then
There you
it
go.
became a big thing after that because they're trying to keep
Yeah.
all the eyes still on the
Sure.
Super
You're-
Bowl because
You're not taking eyes off Michael.
$1 million,
No.
$1 million a minute for advertising.
Yeah.
So that's all it's about.
There are very few people in this life that have gained this kind of star power that a Michael Jackson has had.
Yeah, I mean, he's in like a rare group of people like Michael Jordan,
Beatles.
Muhammad Ali, the Beatles,
Yeah.
Elvis Presley.
Yep.
Like there are very few people
That have reached that
level
level
of fame.
where people are fainting
Where you
at the very sight
He's
of
not
you.
even doing anything.
They just
He's fucking standing there.
and they
People are
faint.
dropping.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was just
dropping.
watching.
It's like,
watching
damn,
a
it's crazy.
thing earlier today, and it was the "They Don't Care About Us" Michael Jackson video.
Yes.
and they were saying he wanted to film it in the favelas, and the government's like, no, we won't let you do it. It's too dangerous. So he went down there anyway, and the all the little gangs declared an amnesty day, and they protected him.
Yep.
So he could film his video, and
Yep.
they're like, no, Michael's here.
Listen, bro. It's Michael Jackson. Like,
Dude,
the
legit,
favelas.
dude
Come
legitimately
on.
ended a gang war in like one of the most dangerous neighborhoods ever.
Hey, look, all the
Yeah,
gangs.
and if you don't know how dangerous the favelas of Brazil are, watch the movie City of God.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. That's all you need to know.
But that's fucking amazing, right? Right? Look, they all called each other like, bro, it's Michael Jackson. They're like, all right. For Michael, we'll let him in. We can have peace. I want my kid to meet him. You know what I mean?
For
Like,
Michael, the war's over.
the war is over. Yeah, let's
War
bring
is over.
peace.
Yeah, we
No,
will.
but seriously, there has only been a handful of people that have reached that level of star power.
I can't think of
worldwide.
Other than the people we named, I don't know who.
There's only one more, I would say, in modern times, close but not Michael Jackson, is Taylor Swift. I think Taylor Swift has reached the level of stardom
Yeah.
that is close
Yeah,
to
but here's
a Michael
here's
Jackson.
the thing. I don't think she has the power to shut down the favelas.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, but like her level of
I think it'd be a
stardom is
whole
pretty
different
wild.
thing if she went into the favela.
Yeah.
We can get a lot of money for this bitch. You know what I mean? They could have got a lot of money for Michael, but they
There was
like,
a
no.
universal love. And here's another thing. Michael Jackson always portrayed a different kind of message. He always came in there with peace and unity and love.
Black and white, man.
Yeah. So he's like a U2, right? U2, I think, is another worldwide band.
Don't you ever disrespect Michael Jackson.
I'm not saying as big as Michael Jackson,
Let's
but
say.
they were a band that
Fuck
could
Bono.
go anywhere.
Yeah.
until they did the thing with the Apple phones. All right, until they put their music on our phones.
Take your fucking sunglasses off. Bono. Take them off. Take them the fuck off. Listen.
I always thought if
See your
anybody
beady little Irish eyes.
if anybody was a CIA agent in disguise, there was a rock star. It's definitely going to come out when he dies. It's definitely Bono.
He was like he worked for MI6.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
He's a double
for
agent.
sure. Yeah, I can't wait to see his body count.
Bono's just a murderer. From the
Yeah.
crowd.
Oh yeah. Come on, bro. You
like-
can't see it.
He's just strangled.
It's in
people
his
for
eyes.
Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, you can't see his eyes. That's the fucking point. That's
Exactly.
the point.
Exactly.
I hate Bono.
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's a band right there that has like I would say U2 has a pretty big following.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a band that never resonated with me.
No,
Ever.
no,
I've
no.
never heard a U2 song and was like, dude, that's a banger.
There was one song where the streets have no name that I liked.
For the
I
amount
would say
of,
I liked.
I mean, I wouldn't say I dislike it. They just don't fucking do it.
you never reach for them.
Yeah.
no.
Kiss. Kiss is another one.
Yep.
Iconic band. People fucking love them. People paint their face. I don't like their music.
Yeah, I can see. I
Sorry.
can see.
Never
Celine
went-
Dion.
There you go.
Yeah. Just doesn't resonate with me.
Yeah, for the most part. Like I didn't like the Titanic song, but like that song she did for the Deadpool movie, Out of Ashes, I thought that was pretty good. I do respect her in like the air. Okay, you gotta
gotta respect
You gotta
what she's
pretty damn
done.
good voice.
You gotta respect what she's done.
And then she's like dealing with that illness, but then she shows up at the Paris Olympics singing on the Eiffel Tower.
Hell
That
yeah.
was like I was like watching the opening ceremony. I'm like, is that fucking Celine Dion on the Eiffel Tower?
epic.
I was like,
It's
I'm
epic.
done. I'm
Yeah,
done.
it's
There's like a
epic.
guy playing piano in the rain. I'm like, this is like,
The only thing would have made
Holy
it more
shit.
epic is if she like teetered and fell off.
or like was singing as she jumped.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit.
And then switches to the Titanic song.
Yeah. I'm like, did Celine Dion just kill herself on the opening ceremony? Oh my
And
god.
switch to the
I
Titanic
mean,
song.
it's her life.
Best
It's her
remix
right.
ever.
Yeah. Listen, we all deal with illness in our own way. Holy shit. That'd have been wild.
That would have been fucking wild.
No one's ever topping that
Oh
performance.
man, that's
ever.
it. Shut it down.
30
It's
years
over.
from now, we'd be like, do you remember Celine Dion killed herself in the opening ceremony? Holy fuck.
She cut the illest remix.
Unbelievable. Nobody's topping that.
No, you can't.
Nobody's got the
you
balls
can't top
to beat that performance.
Oh man, respect for that.
I wish ICP would do that.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
sad.
Yeah, the whole group. Just the whole group.
Not all the juggalos. Just,
Yeah.
Just
No,
the
no.
group.
But they should like switch to like a YMCA remix in the air. Just
You
jumping
wouldn't have
one
much
at a
time.
time.
I don't know how high the Eiffel Tower is, but you wouldn't have much time.
That's true. And the fatter you are,
I don't even know if
the
it's
faster
1,000.
you'll fall. So
Would it?
they're pretty big juggalos.
I mean, if you're fatter, wouldn't you have more wind resistance?
more wind resistance, but you'll still have more weight. So
I think you still
It's the-
fall faster.
I mean, terminal velocity is the balance of the wind resistance versus your weight.
Yeah,
and
once you
pull
get
of
to
gravity.
100 and something, that's it. Like, you
Yeah.
don't go any faster, but you have to, like,
Yeah, it's like
nosedive.
it's like near around 200 miles if you're like nose diving down. Yeah.
All right. So you're almost a peregrine falcon.
That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet.
But yeah,
That's the way to do it if you're gonna
He
do
has
it.
actually lost a good chunk of weight, but that was one of those like lose
Who?
weight or you're gonna die. Violent J.
Okay.
The
All right.
heavier gentleman.
Well, if you spend your whole life just showing your butthole and drinking
Yeah.
Faygo.
Yeah.
I like Peaceful Tom better. Peaceful Tom was my favorite juggalo.
There's a juggler named Peaceful Tom.
I can't say I recall a.
You don't
Peaceful
remember
Tom.
Peaceful Tom? Violent J.
I know
Peaceful
Violent
Tom?
J and Shaggy Two Dope. That's
Yeah,
them,
that's
right?
Shaggy
That-
Doo Doo.
Shaggy Two Dope.
Shaggy Two Dope. Yeah.
Although, if his name was Shaggy Doo Doo, I would.
It would probably be the same thing, right?
My opinion. would
Right.
change.
It's like Shaggy Doo Doo, Kid Rock. So that's just
And somehow Tech
just
Nine.
Doo Doo. So that would just be just
somehow
Doo
Tech
Doo.
Nine.
They, there's a healthy chunk of underground rappers, not just Tech Nine, that all kind of run through their label from time to time. As
Sure,
well. Yeah.
sure.
Just well, I mean, if you can get,
There-
it's a good way to get a whole
There's
like,
a-
group of people behind you.
Sure,
quick.
why not?
Yeah, I mean they were the first to kind of build, own their own studio, own their own label, and show like you don't need the corporate backing.
Yeah.
And back then, you know, if you sold a platinum album and you owned it all, that was it. You were essentially
Yeah.
set. That nowadays, you know, good luck.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Good luck getting money.
Yeah.
Distribution,
Yeah.
and all of the pennies are being pinched in every way, left and right.
Yep.
If you're not doing it yourself, you're basically not making any money.
People
Yeah.
don't buy albums anymore.
No.
No.
You
That's-
people won't
that-
even
that's
spend
gone.
99 cents on a single at like iTunes
the
because
newest-
everything is just
the newest
streaming.
thing I've seen now is independent bands giving away their CD for the cost of shipping. They're like $1.99, we'll send you the CD.
Right.
And it's like the cost of just producing them as well at this point is so cheap
Yeah.
that there's nothing on it. But they're like, we're just trying to get the music into your hands, because trying to get noticed is so difficult at this point, because the music is everywhere and it's basically free.
So let me ask you guys, before we get into some of the newer stuff, Fallout.
Yes.
Right? Because it has been out for a little bit now. I think it's safe to talk about.
I think it was the season 2 finale, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I loved it.
Fantastic.
I still think it is the best video game to show adaptation ever.
Yes.
And I'm going to include Last of Us just because the second season was what it was.
Supposedly, Last of Us will be ending early anyway, but
That's good.
And they're doing a big recast, right?
Fallout has been.
They are.
They are?
Yeah. They were talking about doing a big recast for The Last of Us.
For at least season 3?
Yeah.
That's the only way anyone's going to watch it.
Yeah. They had to announce it.
Yeah.
I mean, we were watching it, but we were watching it because we had to.
Yeah, you're watching because
honest.
off the hope of the first season.
Yeah. No, Pedro Pascal masterfully delivered the first season.
I
That
think
whole cast.
That's
I should say.
that's a painful example of someone carrying a show.
Yeah.
That's a painful example of it.
Yeah.
Like
And how
that show changed
and
when
how
they killed him.
and how
Changed.
some choices that were made, actor wise, writing wise, destroyed the whole show.
Yeah.
Right? And versus like the first season, masterpiece. Second season, you're like almost unwatchable towards the end.
Listen,
Towards the end.
I'm a big listen. I get everybody gets a chance to play a role.
Sure.
You know, like there's been some times where you flipped the script and it worked out. Samuel L. Jackson is Nick Fury. Like there's times where Heath Ledger, a pretty boy, is the Joker. Like there's times that they have flipped the script and it has paid off in dividends, and I have been wrong and I've been surprised. But when you have an established fan base, like the people that played The Last of Us, that is the fan base. It is a video game. Before that, it is a video game. Those are the people you're trying to draw in for the show. You gotta at least listen to their opinion a little.
Sure.
And Bella Ramsey, I had no problem with her as an actress. I'm sure she's a great actress. I liked her as little girl Mormont in the Game of Thrones.
Absolutely.
I did not think she was a good cast for the role, and I was proved right when the second season hit. I'm sorry, people didn't resonate with her.
I think that's where Fallout has an advantage. Every Fallout game, it's a different character, but also the game itself, there's different storylines to play through. Your choices change the game.
Yes.
So where Last of Us is a singular story, and if you deviate from that story,
You fuck it up.
you fuck it up.
Right.
So it's not enough in Last of Us to have the heart of the story.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or in Fallout, all you have to do is kind of get to the heart of the world and tell a good story.
And you got some liberties you can take.
And there's a ton of liberties
Some liberty
you can take.
crime you can take.
So I agree with that assessment.
there.
But also like even like Halo, right? For example.
Yeah.
All the bits and pieces were there, the makings to make a great show, but they deviated so far from any of the scripts of the game.
Yeah, because
keep your helmet on.
that's another one where like you have a set story.
Yes.
So if you start breaking off of that set story and off of that world, him taking off his helmet is a critical sin in that story.
Sure.
And no matter what happens in all of the games, his helmet's never off.
It's like if they made God of War for Amazon, that they're planning on doing it, and all of a sudden Kratos is gay. It's like, that's going to be a curveball.
Yeah.
That's going to be a curveball.
Yeah.
You know, he's having hot Athens sex. Like
Gray Athens
Just
sex.
getting gray chalk everywhere. Getting family dust all over this guy's booty cheeks.
Now
it's going to throw people off.
But to be fair,
I'm not ready for that.
To be fair, I mean, they were pretty loose and free back then.
Oh, I would say most of the Greeks were gay back then. You know, it happened.
Yep.
You know, they engaged in some pretty Greek things.
Yes, they were.
And, you know,
all about that yogurt.
all about that yogurt. Listen,
That Greek yogurt.
Athens and the Spartans. So when you think of those Spartans in 300, yeah, they're jacked, they were oiled up, but listen,
Yeah.
they were
But see,
applying that oil to each
here,
other.
Some of that also is
Yes.
So, some of these
Facts.
scholars we may have to double check. For instance, there was a whole big thing with the twin soul in the Native American culture. And they're like, oh no, that was always a thing. It was always a thing. Turns out, no, it was a singular out of the tens of thousands of Indian cultures that were in North America and South America, and it was just the one tribe. But because it told a narrative someone wanted to be true, they blowed it up as if it was all of these Native American cultures. And
Interpretation.
So we need like a deep evaluation of people who are interpreting history.
Yes, unfortunately, because
Did you say a DP evaluation?
Well,
If that helps.
Is that a double penetration evaluation?
Find a hole and fill it.
Yeah. Okay.
Only way to get to the truth.
I'm just trying to understand what's being said.
Only way to get
I
to the
mean,
truth.
we're trying to find out if that was the way of going, was just
Right,
find a
right.
hole
If
and
it
fill
was
it.
So
a
you're saying there's like some
penetration.
weirdo just with a fucking history degree, and he walks up and looks at like a fucking ruin and goes, "No, they were all fucking
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Hey,
because
Everybody here was
it's
fucking.
plus because let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Anything they could find."
The victor is who's writing history.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
So
Yeah.
you're not always getting both sides of the tale,
Right.
And you're talking about it's languages and cultures that are dead.
Yeah.
We don't have them around, so it's what's left of the language that's being passed down. It's what's being found in ruins.
Right.
So if you only find 1% of their in total written.
Yeah.
If they find, let's say they find
So-
1% of our current
Romans-
history, if they only find 1% of our history, and they only find the Last of Us TV show,
Or The Acolyte.
like this was the human world.
that's right. They were all a bunch of queers.
Right. So just imagine, like,
Every single one of them.
just imagine if the
They
emperor.
ate strawberries off each other's hairy chests.
If the emperor of Rome, right, decided that on the Colosseum walls he's gonna be like, Spartacus was a has-been, he was
Yes.
trash, nobody likes him, and he puts a plaque up there, and then he's like, and the Spartacus before him, he was also a fucking idiot who was ruining
Right.
the fucking
Yes.
the Roman games.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Spartacus
yes.
becomes a slang term for pedophile in the
Right,
future.
exactly, yeah,
1,000 years
exactly,
from now, it's
exactly,
like,
right?
Oh, man.
So, yeah.
You're being such a Spartacus, Todd.
Right, don't be a Spartacus.
Why
Don't
you
be a
being a
Spartacus,
Spartacus?
right? So
Why are you looking at me like that,
yeah,
huh?
if you take an evil emperor and you just put him in the Colosseum and he starts putting up all of these gay plaques and statues about these people.
Everyone he doesn't like, all of a sudden, this is who they are.
This is
Right.
who they are.
You become
right?
that.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
become that, right? You know what I'm saying?
Like Diddy.
like Diddy.
He lived long enough to see himself become the villain.
Yes, exactly.
Now
So
you
what
don't
I was
wanna
gonna
be, you don't want to be a diddler.
what I was gonna say is transitioning into Wonder Man, who you guys have not seen. I do recommend.
Disney has lost me.
It is
I didn't-
is a comedy.
Yeah, I
It
didn't
is deep.
work up any motivation at
Yeah.
all to see it. But
I
it's-
tried. I got it uploaded.
And some
All
of it,
the episodes.
some
didn't
of
click
it
on
goes to the reviewers because like
Yeah.
a lot of reviewers now. There's a bunch of them who like I know of that I see. Oh, you liked it? I'm not gonna bother.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And it's a weird level of the things that you like for whatever artsy
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Where it's like that's just not what the
That's not what it is. No.
everyday people actually care about. When you're like, I don't want your culture war in
Sure.
my show. Give me a show first.
For sure. And this
That's
show,
a good show.
This show just delivers on what it is. It sets out to be a show about an actor struggling to make it, who happens to have superpowers. And it's funny, it's deep, it's emotional, but it's also like it delivers on a very small level on some superhero shit. But it's not like one of those shows where you're waiting for Spider-Man to put on the suit.
Yeah.
Become Spider-Man. He never wants to become Wonder Man, the superhero. He wants to become Wonder Man, the actor
Yeah.
in the TV show, in the movie. And he aspired to be this because he wanted to just escape who he was. He wanted to hide who he was from the world because he had these powers he couldn't control, these powers he couldn't understand, and they only manifest in times of duress, stress, and anger. So to him, it was more of a burden. And then to top it off, in our Marvel universe here, they have this thing called the Doorman Clause, where there was a superhero who became a movie actor, and he was using his abilities to be famous, and he killed somebody during a filming by accident. But because of that, now the Marvel Universe is like, if you have superpowers, you can't be an actor. Here's the Doorman Clause. So he has to doubly hide who he is because he just wants to be an actor. And it just delivered on that. It's really fucking cool.
Okay.
And I like it because they don't force he's just trying to be a superhero or the reluctant superhero. It's like there's motivation, there's reason, and the two main characters, for whatever reason, just work. It's like a jujitsu community. It's like you got like the young black kid over here and the 90-year-old white guy over here, and they just become best friends. They're weird, and it fucking works. You know what I mean? And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was. So if you're interested in something different, superhero adjacent, it's a good show to watch.
Maybe I'll take a look at
The
it.
thing is, will it, even if it's good, will it find enough audience in the Marvel universe? Because that's part of the problem as well. most of the people coming to the Marvel universe are like, give me a superhero,
Sure.
give him a problem to go punch in the face.
Sure. This is not that.
Exactly.
Yeah, this
so,
is not
so
that.
like there's a level of like, even if it's really like the best thing they've done recently,
Mm-hmm.
will the general Marvel audience give a shit?
I don't think so.
That's the problem.
I don't think so. I think that a casual will find it much more appealing than your hardcore. But they
And you have to do things like that every now
Yeah.
and then to bring in new
Yes, you do.
eyes, but you have to consider them a lost leader. You're going to spend more making this property in the hopes it brings in more people for the main properties that are driving everything.
Funny enough, I knew nothing about Wonder Man going into
I
it.
don't-
Kind
yeah,
of
I
like
don't-
the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't know anything
I
about
didn't
it
know
either.
who the fuck they were, but it was so appealing that I started diving in. Wonder Man is like top 5 strongest Marvel
Oh, yeah,
heroes.
he's
around.
ridiculously
He's
powerful.
as strong as
Yes.
Thor. He's as strong as the Hulk. He is a monster in the superhero world.
Yep.
So if people like him, I think they are going to bring him into the fold, and they easily could. The actor that played Wonder Man, fantastic. He fucking killed it. But yeah, I knew nothing about Wonder Man or who he was at all.
Yeah.
So it gets my vote as far as like I am not a casual, but it was appealing enough to me as like somebody who's a diehard Marvel fan to enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
So
Well, I've seen, and that's where I think Fallout is succeeding. It's done what the audience of the game wanted to see.
Sure.
But also, people I know that know nothing about the game are watching it and enjoying it for its world building, for its dark humor, where like there's really nothing like it on TV, and there's nothing that I could really recall that's like that's been done before. Where like that post-apocalyptic world has been done in video games, besides, like Fallout, you have, the world of Rapture from
yeah, Borderlands.
drawing a blank. You got the little girls with the power, and you get the big daddy suit dudes, and your
Oh,
underwater
Bioshock.
So like
Minecraft.
that weird, yes, exactly, Minecraft.
Yes,
that
Minecraft.
kind of darker post-apocalyptic world in video games is everywhere, but
Yeah.
on TV it's not so much. You get some post-apocalyptic, but not anywhere as dark as what Fallout is showing in terms of like the experiments with the vaults. Where you have, Faction A is using the world as an experiment. Faction B is using the vaults as an experiment, and Faction C is in the background fucking with everybody.
Right,
You
right.
know, it's a very odd thing.
It has a very similar, in my opinion, sense of humor as Supernatural.
Yes.
You have really dark elements, really grotesque moments, and then just stupid fucking humor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you put that zombie in the suit and he's walking around the cafeteria trying to pretend to be the guy and he won't take the suit off. That scene was fucking great. He's talking to himself
Yes.
out loud. And there's a microphone in his suit, so
And he-
everyone
yeah.
in the room hears what he's
doesn't-
saying.
he
He's like,
doesn't turn
"Be
off
cool,
the
man.
mic."
Be cool. You got this. You got this.
belong here.
you belong here." Yeah. What a fucking tool, man.
He's-
And he's also supposed to be like one of the head dudes. So it's like, dude, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's fucking great.
What are you doing?
I love it. I love it. So I mean, Fallout, it delivers on so many levels. I'm enjoying that show, and they're gonna be rushing the third season.
Yes.
They're saying because they've
Yeah.
gotten so much good reviews,
There's
and
a
I
lot
think
of
that's smart.
There's a lot being set up right now. So
Yes.
Yeah, I say go for it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
no,
in.
there's for anyone that's played the games, there's a tremendous amount being set up right now.
Yeah.
And it has given some definitiveness to the world where the games, they bounce around in the timeline pretty far. So the events of one don't really affect too much the events of the other. But they're using the show as canon.
Yeah.
So the next game will be with the show happening as it actually happened.
Nice.
Which locks some events in, but to me it's fine.
What's a show? What's a video game, I should say, that you guys think the world is ready for, like a Fallout, that they can have a real life adaptation if done properly?
if done correctly, they could do like a simple like revenge story, something like Ghost of Tsushima
Yeah.
or something like that. Because if it's done right, it would make a great movie.
Yeah, I think Mass Effect. I really like Mass Effect. I think I'm a huge sci-fi person.
they'd
I
fuck
think
it
there's
up.
a big void right now in
They'd fuck it
sci-fi.
up. I think Disney would
They
get their hands on
could.
it.
Oh
Disney
no,
would get
not
their hands
Disney.
on it. They'd
I think
fuck it up.
Mass Effect could work because that, like Fallout, all you have to do is kind of keep the world consistent to the
Listen.
game.
Yep.
If I'm watching what the world is doing right now with Star Trek and Star Wars, and I'm like, no, they will fuck it up.
Starfleet Academy is the worst piece of sci-fi.
I think
to date.
A lot of
I
those-
think Mass Effect would.
A lot of
Go that
people,
way.
a lot
think
of the
so? I think
writers,
so.
a lot
They're
of the
gonna drop the ball.
creatives, in those industries are getting bled out right now. So in terms of gaming, a lot of the creators and the writers, about 30% over the last year and a half, have been fired.
You could try
So
Elder Scrolls.
all of these people that were like shifting the games to be their story versus the game story, they're gone. Same thing with the comic book industry. Tons of people are just being dropped. So it's
You think
it's-
this is AI? This
it's-
is in the advent of AI?
no. It's in the advent of you guys were given a story to herald and you fucked it up.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they're cleaning house for shitty
they're
storytelling.
they're using certain little things that's happening in the industry and things like that as a means of weeding these people out. Like I said the other week with the one gaming company where they're like, no, it's not enough for you to apply here and you're good at writing. We want to see what's your backlog? What games have you played? How many hours? What stories are you playing that you're interested in so that we know what type of stories you're trying to create? Because we don't want you creating something that's not what we're trying to do. You need
Right.
to go work somewhere else.
Right.
So right now, what they're saying too, as far as that's concerned, as far as writing is concerned, Disney is actively trying to retcon the last 3 movies.
That's another thing.
They want to roll those back and then come back.
Which ones?
I'm talking about
The last
ones
trilogy.
with Ray and all of that.
Now that
What? You fucked up.
Yeah.
the reality is this. Now
Own it. Go
Yeah.
forward.
they did that with the 3
Yeah.
prequels with Rebels and with all of the cartoons where they added in a tremendous amount of context behind everything that happened in those movies, and now the people that were like only the original trilogy are now like, yeah, you know what, those 3 also, once we've gotten this backlog of story that we needed to go with these movies, we'll take them.
Right.
So I mean, it's very
but
plausible.
that was by Dave Filoni.
That was Dave Filoni.
So if anybody can retcon properly, because he has done it in the past, and if anybody can move the franchise forward into a better light, I believe Dave Filoni is the guy that could do it.
Well, let's give him a shot. You know.
Yeah.
Can't be worse.
No, it can't be worse.
Can't be worse.
And he's
You seen
publicly
the Last Jedi?
he's publicly stated he hated everything Kathleen Kennedy did, including especially Andor.
Yeah.
Listen, Andor had potential, and it like when it started out, I'm like, dude, this show's gonna be great. And then
I
it just turned into fucking
I'm
dark, dingy
so
poop.
confused
Yeah.
by the people
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I've seen a handful in the last like week and a half that are heralding Andor as the greatest thing Star Wars ever produced.
No.
And to me, it's like, listen, this is a story. Again, fucking space wizards.
Yeah.
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 Where's my space wizards and my space wizard story? I'm sorry, you fucked up.
Yeah. There's no force.
No.
There's no force.
That's what
No, we were just forced to watch it.
the story is supposed to be. Good space wizard, bad space wizard.
I think
and
Andor-
we're fighting.
Yeah. Yes,
Andor's actually what like broke me, I think, on Star Wars. Like I got decently into it. Like I almost finished Andor
Yeah.
season 1. And I just was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm watching this show, not enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally watching it to watch it. And that's
Yeah.
why, like, even though I watched the first 2 episodes of Acolyte, I was like,
I'm not doing
I
this
was
to
watching
myself.
it because I watched it because I knew it was gonna be bad.
Yeah.
So I wasn't invested. Like Andor
Yeah.
took me out of it, and when I went into the Acolyte, I already didn't like
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Well, that's
So
why
I'm like, okay.
That's how I've gone into Starfleet Academy. I'm like, I'm gonna finish it by force, but
No,
like there are
don't.
2 new episodes out, and I'm like,
I got 10 minutes. I got 10 minutes into fucking Blood and Origins Witcher. I got 10 minutes into it, and I saw that stupid ass CGI dragon, and I said, "Fuck no."
That's quitter talk.
Fuck.
That's
dude.
quitter talk.
No. I saw what they were doing. And I was like, "This is complete shit."
Yeah, it is.
I was
It
like,
is.
"This would be a bad fantasy show if it was just created on its own. Like
Yep.
if you just called it Blood Origin, whatever, something, not Witcher affiliated. I would be like, this is shit."
It's
The
just
fact that you tried to put that in the Witcher universe, that's just fucking.
It's just Starfleet Academy is the opposite, the absolute opposite of everything I've loved about Star Trek over the years.
There's no intelligence.
There's no intelligence. It's poor writing, poor acting. The plot lines don't make sense. You can watch The Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine from beginning to 9, and they weave a beautiful story that you can watch each episode individually as a thing, and then carry a larger story arc throughout all the way to the end that you get a payoff as a consummate fan.
Yeah.
You know, and they even had like stupid little episodes where like it's just fan service to a character in the background that you've been watching for 4 years, and all of a sudden he's the main character of the story. You know, like they have this whole thing where there's this one guy at the bar at Deep Space Nine who doesn't say a word the entire like 9 seasons of
Everybody
the show.
knows him. Everybody says hello. He doesn't do a thing, but
Yeah, they're like, he's the party of the he never shuts up. And every time like they're gonna pan it to him to start talking, episode's over.
Yeah.
Next scene happens. You know what I mean? It's a running joke. And then there's a whole episode where Morn dies, and everyone's fighting for the money that he hid away.
Turns out he was super rich.
He was super rich, and everyone's coming out of the woodwork to collect on Morn's money, and it's fucking great. It's fucking like, to me, that's like stuff like that. Or like in Stargate, there's like 15 seasons of this show, and like one season becomes like Groundhog Day.
Yeah, they did a Groundhog Day.
And and it's one of the best episodes to this day. It's such a huge payoff to like, here's your character. Now they could do what they realize he could do whatever he wants to do because he's reliving to the day. So it's like everything that the fans wanted him to do, like kiss the girl that he fell in love with. He's like, I quit, kisses the girl. He's like, you're getting on my nerves, punches General in the face. You know what I mean? Like one day, like he's hitting golf balls into the fucking Stargate. The General's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, in the middle of my shot? Like it's just
that's a beautiful thing, because when shows get that big and they get a following like that, you can take liberties like that.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
can do themed episodes.
you can,
But-
and it's fun.
Yes.
You know, and it's fan
But
service.
you can't start out like that.
No, you can't.
You can't start out with sloppy, stupid
With
bullshit.
No,
which is
you
what a lot of these
cannot.
shows do.
And you cannot just hope that bringing in one or two nostalgia-based characters is going to carry your show.
Yeah.
And when you start a show, you got to have something that's going to create staying power.
Yeah.
And I think that Disney, in particular Disney, has lost that. Like I went into Ironheart wanting to like it.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, the character was just such an asshole.
Yeah.
That I was like, this is not.
Yeah.
Like, I don't resonate with her.
No.
Tony Stark, he was an asshole too, but he was so charismatic.
Yes.
And like his arc of just going
Correct.
through the desert and becoming who he was, I was like, dude, I fell in love with him.
Yes. Yes.
Ironheart, it's like, dude, like, she had
Bad-
all this shit given
bad
to her,
decisions.
all this shit, and she's just fucking up.
Yep.
And I was waiting for the redemption. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, when's she
None.
gonna? Nah,
None.
Worse,
So much
worse.
of
Yes.
that.
Oh man.
So much of that show could have been flipped the other way around if that was told from the point of view of that's how they discover her.
Right.
Not she's already a prodigy.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's already been to Wakanda.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's been given
Yep.
the fucking world. It should have been she's got nothing.
And
Right.
she's gonna get it.
And she's doing all this grimy shit to get to something, and then they discover her.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's really what the story should have
Yeah.
been, and they went about it backwards. Like, how are you gonna send her all the way fucking? How are you gonna make her a hero?
Right.
That helps save Wakanda, and then fucking send her backwards.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't
Yeah.
have
When-
connections
when
to
you-
tap to fix her fucking problem.
When
Of course.
when you play the video game, you start as the level 1 character.
Right.
Yeah.
You start when you walk out and you got your little stupid ass wooden sword,
Yep.
and everything can kill you. You
Yep.
fight your first enemy you're fighting is a squirrel. It might be a big squirrel, but it's a fucking squirrel. It's
a rabid squirrel.
Listen, if you started the game at level 50, you'd probably lose interest in it.
Right. Absolutely.
What the fuck's the point?
And I think if
If you went out there and just started if you had end game spells
Yep.
in the first area,
Yep.
that game would suck.
Yep.
If you take her character
saying.
and then you just make her a villain, then I could see like if the show ended where it was like you think you're watching a hero story and you're actually watching the making of a villain, I could have almost jumped on board and been like, okay, I'll fuck with that because she is a very unlikable character. She makes a shit ton of mistakes and she's a shitty person.
Everybody's telling me, if you read the Marvel Wiki, if you talk to diehard Marvel fans, they're telling you that Ironheart is smarter than Tony Stark. That's what they're telling you. They're like, oh, she's one of the smartest people.
Yeah.
But the things I am watching
Or contradictory.
tell me otherwise.
Now, the only saving grace in that show,
Prove it.
my favorite character of the show was
Prove
Sacha
it to me.
Baron Cohen.
Prove it to me.
Sacha Baron Cohen as
Yeah.
Mephistopheles
Yeah.
was
Mephisto.
Mephisto, yes, was so fucking great. So great.
Let's get Sacha Baron Cohen.
That was
Yeah.
that was top tier Sacha Baron Cohen because he played that role perfectly.
yeah.
But-
Tony Stark built that first suit in a cave. With a
In a
box
cave.
of scraps.
And he all he wanted cheeseburgers.
All I wanted. Fuck. You know? He proved to me he was intelligent.
yes,
He showed me.
yes. Not very intelligent, but you know.
Well, you know.
Yeah, and all he's doing is making these fucking
All
suits
he did
out of
was
his
build a suit.
garage. He had a whole army of them and shit, but she can't get one where she's paying somebody to wheel it around
she's
the
got-
hood.
she's got
wheel it around the
sponsorships, yeah.
hood.
Yeah, and she's fucking selling answers to tests.
It's
Like, what?
it's absolutely silly. Anyone that intelligent can get a contract with anywhere around the world
Absolutely.
and get the resources that she needs. Anything that she was coming up with, she could have patented and gotten the money for anything she fucking needed.
And at that point, somebody like Shield or some other organization
picked her up.
would have scooped her up and been like, "Listen, you can't be doing this shit in the street."
If you were really that good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But she's not.
No.
And on that note, thank you for joining us at the Benito Bowl podcast.
Tune in tonight for the football game inside of a Bad Bunny concert.
That's right.
Yep.
I heard there's going to be a football game at this concert.
It should be an interesting evening. That's to say the least.
I'm going to say go Seahawks just because of the way their uniform looks.
Nice. Seahawks versus who? I don't even know who's
It's the
playing.
Patriots, but I figure the Patriots have already won it so much under Brady. Like, come on.
Is he still around, Brady?
He's just doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. He's just banging models,
I guess when you're that good.
kissing his son on the mouth, whatever the fuck he wants to do.
Yeah.
You know? You're the greatest. Do whatever you
Yeah,
want to do, Tom.
his son was way too old for that.
Yeah, way too old.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
buddy.
It's kind of like that movie with Will Ferrell.
Yes,
where he sees his father come down the escalator and they kiss on the mouth, and you
Yeah.
got Mel Gibson and Mark Wahlberg staring at them like he's like, "This is who you got watching your kids."